what you're saying. Nani? Get out my business, okay?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, okay. I just want to
You know, I gotta type to the people in the.
Oh, my bad. Hey, how y'all doing, man? My name is Heero. That's Eric. Eric's busy talking to people in the chat, and you should be one of the people in the chat. So feel free to jump on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. We're on all major platforms. TikTok, hell. We'll talk to you anywhere you want us to talk to you. But for the meantime and in between time, thanks for joining us on the show. And we got some fresh news straight off the track about Sha'Carri. I keep wanting to call her Sha'Carri because of how she spelled her name is Sha'Carri. She made some TikTok and she made a TikTok and a Twitch, not a Twitch, but an Instagram video about it. We just found out, so I'm gonna give you guys a TLDR on her situation. Basically, about a month ago, she was doing some qualifying races in Portland, Oregon, and she managed to shatter records that had never been touched and qualify for the Olympics. This was a great thing going on for her, but unfortunately for the situation that we have an organization, the USDA and the US Olympic DA, have a very strict drug policy that they
not
do
US.
It's
you
the Olympic.
USADA. You talking about WADA and USADA?
Yeah.
It's
whatever they are. Eric knows what they are.
It's the WADA is the World Anti-Doping Agency in the United States. Anti-drug agency.
So it's kind of crazy because the national organization doesn't acknowledge state laws. If you know anything about Portland, Oregon, it's the first state in the country to completely legalize all drugs. So while she was performing.
That's what I'm saying, Keisha. Look at those muscles, boy. Look at them. Look at them quad. Look at them hip flexors, man.
I'm just baffled as to why why the laws of the state don't part of it. But basically, she got caught taking drugs. A lot of people thought it was because of how the drugs were processed. The marijuana was processed, but it was just flat out weed was illegal. So she's now removed from there. She accepts the 1-month ban. She talks about how she was struggling with her depression and how things were tough. She had just lost her mother and things were just piling on. So she needed a way of kind of getting that off her back. And it's been proven to be a stabilizer for people who are experiencing anxiety and depression. The thing that's crazy is that she accepted the fine with the anticipation of running in 1 month, maybe not for the 100. Not for the 100, but for the 4x4, 4x1. And it turns out that they didn't even select her to be an alternate or be the main event. So she's not running at all in this Olympics. So the fastest woman on earth isn't running in the Olympics this year. And it just screams out, we are willing to deny this athlete the chance of greatness because of a flower that grows on a plant in the earth, and we just want to be the old funky ass Americans that we are.
Nope, this don't have to do with America. This has to do with the world. The World Anti-Doping Agency is the one who is actually controlling what the International Olympic Committee does. So this is not the United States could have allowed her to run, but again, you got to think this is an international thing, and honestly, she came out and took accountability. So I have no issue with the United States doubling down and being the example that it should be, not letting her go unpunished. Because that's what everybody would expect the United States to do. The fact that we actually did what we should have done this time, we should be applauding our Olympic Committee here in the United States for upholding the standard that America's supposed to set. So the young lady took accountability. She accepted the consequence that came with it. And the United States did what the United States should do and be an example. This should be a big fat nothing burger. People should not even be common. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the United States also thought slavery was acceptable at one point. Just because it's a law doesn't make it right. And for the fact is that this is a law that they've been continually...
Hold on. Did this man just say, just because it's a rule, it's not a law? This is the international...
It's a law in this. It's a law in our state. That's why I'm also putting
but we're talking about the Olympics. That's different.
No, but I'm saying that even in the United States, it's still illegal in certain places. So they are not helping to
But what does this have to do with the entire world agreeing to a rule which she broke and took accountability for?
I'm not denying that. No,
they're not even related. They're not related at all.
They are related. I mean,
they're not, because this is the world.
Do you think if America made a bigger stink about this, you think that they wouldn't change? They would have reversed her punishment. If America decided to pull all their athletes, you don't think they would have made a stink about this?
Okay, so yeah, America makes us think about it, and it's still federally illegal. That makes perfect sense.
And that's why I'm saying America can be blamed. That's why I say America can also share the blame.
No, America, it has nothing to do with that. This is a rule that the International Olympic Committee said, and it should just stay with the Olympic Committee's decision. The fact that America co-signed was the smart thing to do, because America doesn't have a good reputation as it is right now. So making her, this is bigger than what weed politics here in the United States. This is about the reputation of the country.
All I'm saying is
America didn't make a big stink,
and that's why I can blame America too. Because if we had done what we were supposed to do 10 years ago, she's able to run today.
Nope. So we're going to force the whole world to legalize or decriminalize marijuana.
It's not the first time that America hasn't gotten substances that were banned in the past unbanned. It's not the first time. It's not the first time though.
But we don't. What we don't condone here in America is subverting the rules or wanting the rules changed to fit what we think is okay. We're not America, especially Heero. You're on the left. You're progressive. You should not be trying to strong arm your policies onto the rest of the world. That's
thus I use the example. Slavery was once legal in this country. Does that make it right?
So we're pulling out the slavery argument again. That's an absolute non sequitur.
Do you want to answer that question or no?
Was slavery legal? Now we're talking about morality. Was slavery?
No. Was slavery legal in this country at one point? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Did they make it right?
It is. Slavery is never and ever will be morally correct. Okay. Cannabis use and slavery are not the same thing. Again,
I'm just using the fact that they were both laws in this country that can both be perceived as wrong. That's all I'm saying.
But again, going to the absolute extreme to try to prove a point, but it's not going to work.
Going to the extreme is what it's going to take to get the laws to change.
But it has nothing to do with the Olympic Committee changing their rule. No, if I was the rest of the world, I would purposely not change it, even though the United States federally decriminalized or legalized cannabis.
But I guarantee, but we've done it in the past. They've done it in the past.
How many other countries have decriminalized all drugs? How many European countries have done this?
Finland.
Okay, we can name dozens of them, and yet WADA still says it is a banned substance. Exactly. So there's countries who are leading the way in a lot of ideas that we should adopt. But
specifically to this article, specifically to weed.
Stop trying to bring United States politics in.
Okay, but let's then do with it. But then we can also still talk.
I've already helped you with that.
You can. I'm already past that because I've already proven. I've already proven that point. I can. Okay, cool. I am. Appreciate. I appreciate it. You're still talking. You're still talking. You're still talking though. You're still talking though. All right, cool. Thanks. The fact is that when we talk about this substance and the total context of it, when we ask why drugs are removed off the list, the predominant reason why they're being removed off the list is because they give the athlete an advantage in the sport. So with this going into context, the question then arose, why was weed put onto this list? And they had no justifiable reason other than the optics of having world-class athletes being seen on a international stage with a drug that is not used to give them an enhancement. Basically, what you're saying is someone who took a downer, which weed could fall under, beat people who are designed to move fast. She used something to slow people down and still managed to beat some of the fastest women on earth. I'm
Heero,
just saying.
first, you don't understand cannabis at all.
I understand the biological and the method behind it. So
you don't know anything about cannabis.
Eric, I literally have a degree in pathology. Yeah, I think I know a little bit about weed, and I've done more examinations on people who have toxicology levels in their system than anybody on this chat right now, guaranteed.
And okay, here's a real question. Have you ever used cannabis before?
Are you implying I need to use cannabis in order to know how it works? Have you ever had a baby? Do you know how babies work?
Do I know how babies work? A baby is a human being. I'm pretty sure I have a
mastery
over the human
okay.
body.
Have you ever have you ever given? Okay.
No. This is a question I want to say. You said cannabis is a downer. Can cannabis be an upper?
Can it be an upper if it's laced with something? Yes.
No, that is not true. That is not true.
Okay, so if it's a specific strain, sure. If it's a mixed blend, sure. But we're talking about basic weed here, but you didn't state that. I answered your question.
Anyway.
All right, thank you. Thank you. You talk about I've never given birth to a baby, but I know a baby poops, farts, and all that stuff. I'm not like, that's how you just kind of come at me, bro. But all I'm saying,
somebody gotta troll you. Nobody else gonna ask you these kind of. Hold on, let me get out of my word salad real quick and put it back together. But the whole thing you're saying, like, I don't think we completely disagree. But blaming America for what? Blaming America for a decision that she makes, and America should have done something a long time ago.
You don't think America should have? You don't think America should have done something along? You don't think America is a trendsetter in these things?
Whatever America does culturally, the overwhelming majority of countries adopt as a culture, not necessarily a law.
All I'm saying is that they literally have not given an excuse why weed is a banned substance.
It doesn't. No, listen, you're wanting the federal. Okay, perfect example. Let's flip flop what's going on in America right now. Let's say the federal government completely decriminalize all drugs. All drugs. But here we go with the states' rights, and the states' rights advocates say, "Screw you, federal government. We're gonna keep it. It's illegal in our state." The overwhelming majority of people tend to live in a state, and they got to abide by the laws of the state. It's the same. It's what's happening right now. It doesn't matter which way it goes, because there's always going to be one side that says, you know what, I don't want to do it because that other side's doing it. Like, that's what I mean. So this has nothing to do with what's going on in the Olympics. This has zero to do with what's going on in the Olympics. No matter what America does, I'm telling you, there's gonna be some other countries that are gonna be vehemently against it just because it's America. No matter what we had going on here, whether it was federally legal or illegal, people are just gonna be contrary with us just for being contrary. And the fact that America did what America should do and hold her accountable and letting it slide and not looking like more of like a jackwagon than we usually do is all that needs to be mentioned in this story. Went all the way around the bend to come back to this point that this is a big fat nothing.
I think every American should drop out of the Olympics. I think if they did that, it would be such a powerful statement. But
yeah, it's not gonna happen. These people train their entire lives and are making. This is how they feed themselves and their family. So that's not happening. Right, and they get the rep for their country.
I don't know if repping America is all that great, but that's our perspective on it. What do you guys think? Do you think smoking a little bit of weed should disqualify you from training your whole entire life and clearly being the best athlete on the field? Should that disqualify you?
Apparently not.
Some weed. But the fact is, the matter, it's really up to you guys. So let us know what you think in the comment section below. Tell us what you feel. You think Eric's right, you think I'm right, whatever the case may be. But for everything else in between time, in the meantime, Eric, where can they find us?
Right here on Twitch. Right here on Twitch, man. Make sure you go down, hit that follow, man. I need you to click that heart. I need you to go click that bell and just scroll down. There's a word that starts with a D and ends with an 8. Make sure you click that word. Then make sure you go on over to our Faithful Side Chick. If you don't like Twitch, which I wouldn't understand why you wouldn't, go to the Faithful Side Chick YouTube. We're over there at the Identity booth. Hit our link tree down in that description. Go everywhere. Anchor paying us pennies on the dollar, man. We got to get these chochos up, man. We appreciate the love over there. Make sure you go to the Instagram at the Identity booth. Whenever, the TikTok comes back up, Heero, I'm telling you, Heero's TikTok famous. Y'all to love his videos. Make sure you go vote over there for the videos on TikTok. Anyway, Heero.
Hey, y'all take care of yourselves. Put on your mask. Go get your shot or do something productive with your lives. Don't be out here. Hey, stay off the weed, man. What is his name? What is Stephen A.B. said? Stay off the weed, man. Shut up, Steve.
But it's so hard to find through the daily grind. Been working overtime. And I'm sleep deprived. Shorty on my line and we fuss and fight. Seems like every night. Don't care who's wrong or right. I hope the end is sight. Slow it